Hello everyone. Welcome to Byteco School. So today we are going to start a new program, that is the Armstrong number. So here is the question as you can see on the screen. So basically Armstrong number is the number like individual digit cube we have to do, and if we get the same number, that number is treated as an Armstrong number. Okay. So here is the question. Let me create a class. Let make the name of the class as Armstrong. So here is the name. Okay, so let's double click and remove everything and start importing our util package. So the input java.util.asterisk. So this is basically the package which we are importing for the scanner class. Here we have to write the name of the class. Okay, then we'll start public static void main string args. We have to write string args. Oh, sorry, spelling mistake. String args. Now we have to declare the variable. So I will be using n for the input for the number, a for the copy of that number, a is for the summation, and d I will be for picking the digits, and rest whatever I will be using like scanner. Now scanner s equals to new scanner. So here is basically the scanner input which we have to invoke for this. So system.in. Now I have to explain you what with the help of a comment. So these are the comments which are generally ignored by compiler. Here is the name of the class, as you can see. So comments are generally ignored by the compilers. Okay, so here I am importing the what package for which scanner class, right? So I am just commenting here to make you understand each and every line what is happening at which point. So here this is basically public static void main. So public means anyone can access, static means we need not to create any object, void means the main method is not going to return anything, and main is a method or the function where the execution of the program begins. And here I am declaring the variables. N, A, S, D are the variables, and here I am simply asking for the scanner class and invoking the scanner class so that I can use that object which is an AC. Okay, so this is basically a scanner class input generally we are taking. So this is the statement. Now I will simply ask the user to enter the number. So system.out.println. So I will simply ask the user to input his value. So enter the number. Okay, here the user is simply going to enter the value. So here n equals to ac dot next int. So here simply the value is going to store. Now let me comment here also so that you can understand each and every line clearly. So here we are asking the user in order to input the values. Okay, so value is going to input here. Okay, and this is going to prompt as a print statement. Here we are storing that value which user is entering in n variables. Okay, here I am making a copy of it because we won't be using the original value. We'll just make a copy of it and we will be using. So I will be making the condition while a greater than 0, or you can simply like write a not equal to 0. This is the condition which while entering the loop this should gets true. So because we will be calculating the summation of the positive number. Okay, so that's the condition. So once this condition get execute, this while loop is going to be true, and just we will be simply in the loop, will be generally be inside this loop. So these conditions get executed when this loop get executed. Now simply we will be finding the remainder by picking the digit from the last, and simply we'll be doing cube of those remainder, okay, of those digit which are picked from the last, and simply we'll be iterating, we'll be checking the sum. If that value is equal to that n summation which we have got, then we'll simply print that it's an Armstrong number, because the number Armstrong number is generally the number where we do individual digits cube, and thus when we do the summation we get the exactly same number. That number is treated as an Armstrong number. So this is the things which the entire logic of an Armstrong number. So if this doesn't happen, that means this number is not an Armstrong number. So we'll print it that the number is not Armstrong number, as you can see. So here we are generally picking up what, the digit from the back, or you can say we're picking the remainder, okay. And this remainder is very important, because remainder we will be cubing up this remainder by d into d into d, as you can see there, and we will be storing in sum. That is very important, because that needs to be summed up, right? So that is basically stored in sum. Initially the value of this sum is 0, okay. So this is just cubing the digit and just doing the summation here. Don't worry, I will be showing step by step the dry run about this code, how those values are being summed up and how everything are done. Here will be basically, this will be storing the quotient, very important, because we need to process all the digits, right? So we need to find the quotient, means the remaining digit is going to process for us. Once it is verified, like my sum is equal to that number, if this condition gets true, that means the if block is going to execute and it is going to print the Armstrong number. If this condition get false, then else block is going to execute. So I am checking the value is same as after summation. That means when we will be performing this summation, the value should be same, okay. Just compile this one, let me execute and check. Let me put 153, which my okay, just check. Yeah, it's an Armstrong number. That means our logic is working as expected, okay. So our logic is going to be as expected. Let me show you the dry run how we can do it, okay. That is very easy and you will be enjoying it once I show you the dry run, that each and every steps gonna be clear with this, okay. So no need to worry about this, because I will be showing you the step by step guide through this code, okay. So step 1, so let's take the number like 153. That number will be stored in A, okay. So let's declare this number n, that is 153, and A is the value 153, okay. Now we will be iterating to the loop that whether this 153 is greater than 0. Yes, the condition gets true. It is going to pick the digit for us from the last, okay. So here you can see that d is equal to 153 mod 10. This mod basically is an operator which generally finds remainder for us, that is 3, okay. So 3 we will be getting, and then we will be calculating the summation. So the summation which we are doing, we are going to store in S. So S will be having all the summation value, okay. So S will be basically 27, right? Because why 27? 3 into 3 into 3, 27. Now next, the rest digit is going to be stored in A, okay. So A is going to store the rest of this value, okay. That is 150, like 15 basically. Now next we'll process with the step 2 with the remaining digits, that is 15, okay. Step 2. So here also that A will be like having 15. Then we are going to check for this while whether this 15 is greater than 0, okay. We are going to check this one, okay. So 15 by mistake, greater than 0, yes. Then it is going to calculate the digit for yes. Then 15 mod 10, that is going to give us the remainder 5, right? So we will be getting the remainder as 5. So this 5 we are going to store in sum is having 27 plus 5 into 5 into 5 into 5, that is 125 plus 27. So we will be getting the summation which are going to be stored in S. Very important, because we are just not only doing this summation, we are also doing the digit cubing as well all together. And this is the way this sum generally works. So we'll get a summation 152. Now again this we need to process the rest digit which will be left as 1, so it is going to give us 1. Now again step 2, we will be moving back to step 3, sorry, with a left digit, that is 1, which is left with us. So a will be having 1 while a greater than 1. Yes, obviously, because 1 is greater than 0, the condition is going to be true. Now d is equal to 1 motor plane, it is going to give you a remainder 1. This is the place where many students make mistake. So 1 mod 10 will be give you 1. So summation was 153 plus 1 into 1 into 1, that means 1. So you'll get 153. See, we have got this value 153, which was the actual number. Now next step, it is going to give you 0, because a slash 10 there will be no such quotient left, that means no digit is going to be left, and you will get 0. Okay, now moving to step 4, like let's see whether this condition is going to false or not. Obviously this condition is going to get false, because 0 cannot be greater than 0. So this is the place where this condition is going to false. So let's check here. So let me write while, let's say okay, while this value 1 on generally 0 greater than 0, conditions here will be false. So our loop is going to be terminated, because it is not going to process further, because the condition has got failed. So it will simply come out from the loop, and it will check whether our the sum value, which is we got 153, is equal to the actual value which was 153. If this is the case, then it is going to print Armstrong number for us. Okay, this is straightforward as the logics. Okay, so it is simply going to print Armstrong number for us, because we have got the same thing which we are looking for now. So this is the question. So let me write for you the definition as well, because many of you will be looking for the definition. So once I write, please do subscribe this channel, and please support this channel, because I will be continuing with a series of this number in my playlist. So please subscribe this channel to get more updates. So I will be writing the definition of this Armstrong number. So Armstrong number is a number that is equal to the what, the sum, right, of what, cubing of which, cubes of its digits. So this is the straightforward definition of an Armstrong number. I hope you have enjoyed my code, and please do subscribe my channel to get more updates about the video.